grazie per aver invitato oggi per parlare ai giovani, la prossima generazione di canadesi, italo-canadesi. Parlerò in inglese perché i giovani prendono più l'inglese, però ho alcune pregunte a dare. So guys, I'm here to talk to you today. I have a few questions. I want you guys to be able to understand a bit what Remembrance Day is all about. My name is Anthony de Carlo. I grew up in the East End of Montreal, and I went to elementary schools and high schools in the East End. I'm in the Canadian Forces Army Reserves. I'm an infantry officer. And now I want to see, I know I've been told you guys know a bit about Remembrance Day, so I want to know what you guys know. There'll be a little competition between you guys, between two sides. This side against this side. First of all, a general question for both of you. When is Remembrance Day? Yes. November 11th, exactly. So now I'm going to start this side answer first. This side. Do you know when, at what hour, we celebrate Remembrance Day on the 11th of November? Yes. 11 o'clock. Very good. Good answer. You've been taught well. Next question is, why on the 11th of November at 11 o'clock do we hold a minute of silence? Somebody can say yes. Okay. Why at the 11th hour, 11 a.m. on the 11th of November? Yes, it is, and it's the reason also. Do you know on this side? No. The reason. Exactly. The war ended on the 11th hour of the 11th day, 11th minute of the 11th hour of the 11th day. So 11/11 on November 11th. The war in 1918, World War I, ended, and it was signed. So next question after that. Why do we wear a puppy? Why do we wear this on Remembrance Day? On this side. Why do we wear this? Exactly. In the cemeteries in World War I, where all of the soldiers, the graveyards were, we would see white crosses, and between the white crosses, you would have these poppies growing. Because in the end, back in the day, people used to fight almost like this. You'd have one army on one side, and another army on the other side. And then people would just fight, and then people would die in between. And these fields would have these poppies growing on them, and it would be red, the same color of the blood that was spilled of people that passed away during that time. Does anybody know a famous poem that was written about this poppy? Who answered, do you think? This yourself?
Flanders Field.
Flanders Field, yes, in Flanders Field. Great poem. I remember, does anybody know who wrote it? Who wrote it? Flanders Field. John Bucrae. John Bucrae is a very important person. Actually, Flanders Fields was the most important poem at the time it was written. Like most famous, it was read all over the world, and so many people loved it. John Bucrae was a lieutenant colonel, medical doctor in the Canadian Army, and he wrote it because he saw a 21-year-old die the night before, and he wrote that poem. He was also a doctor at Royal Victoria Hospital. I don't know if you guys know that. So it's a very famous poem on Remembrance Day that this week is being told all over the world was written by a Canadian doctor officer from Royal Victoria Hospital. So that's very important. I have a very important, I love that poem. I remember in grade 6, I was there with you, same age as you. I was with my sister back in elementary school, St. Dorothy Elementary School in St. Michel. And I was in my Boy Scout uniform. And my Boy Scout leader was Rocco at the time. And we went, and I was in front of everybody, and I had to recite it for everyone. We were saying, in Flanders Fields, the poppies blow, between the crosses, row on row. Mark our place. And in the sky, the larks still bravely singing. Fly scars heard beneath amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow. Loved and were loved, but now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you, from failing hands, we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with those who died, it shall not yield, for poppies grow in Flanders Fields. I said that poem back when I was in your grade. I still say it every year, and it means even before I was a part of the Canadian Forces, I still say it every day. To you, from failing hands, we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. Does anybody know where that's from? Has anybody ever seen that somewhere else before? The Olympics, kind of. Yeah, there's a torch in the Olympics, not too far away. You know? No?
Me?
Yeah? I just put up your hand.
I was the one after the safety guy crashed on me.
That's his sister.
Yeah, that's me. Hi,
From
nice to
failing
meet
hands,
you.
we throw
Looks
the
like he's
torch.
a-
Be yours to hold it high. You can actually see it in the locker room of the Montreal Canadiens. In the locker room, on one side, you have it in English, and on one side, you have it in French. The reason they have it there is because they want to remember all the Montreal Canadian players from the past, all the great players that contributed to making the Montreal Canadiens so historical and so important. So that the team of today looks at that and looks at the past and remembers what they did so that they can do the same now. So just like us, members of the Canadian Forces, as myself, next generation of Canadians, we take example from those who fought, from our fallen veterans that are no longer with us, that fought for us and for our freedom, and we pick up their torch so that we can do our part to contribute to the future of Canada. I look towards you, towards the generation, as future leaders of tomorrow, to help in whichever way you can, as we do every day of our lives. Thank you for your time.